Hey there, Leslie Sansone Williams here. I'm coming to you today from Paralegal Coffee Talk on Facebook. Come on over and see me there. Like my page and check out some of the videos there that I post, and uplifting quotes, information that you may need about the field. I go live on that particular page at least once or twice a week. So be sure to like the page and make sure you get notified as to when I go live, okay? And it's usually in the middle of the day, once in a while in the evenings. But today I want to talk about a topic that I don't even think a lot of paralegal veterans consider. And that is, does their personality fit the area of law they're currently working in? And for those who are watching this that are wanting to break into the field, it's something to consider before you make the jump. So what do I mean by this? Well, all of this requires administrative capabilities, that you be able to, type, file, write, all of it. And all of the office duties involved with that, that can be kind of mind-numbing at times. But what is it that lights your fire in a career? What is it that would be the optimum career for you? The type of day in, day out duties. Does the paralegal career fit that as you investigate it? So those are the things to ask yourself. Does this fit me? Now, this is how I'm an introvert extrovert. So it's a combo. I can be in the front greeting people, but if I had to do that all day long, it would wear on me. And I have done that. But I was in an office where we didn't have like a stream of clients coming in. But in one office that I was in, we did have quite a few people coming in that weren't my attorney's clients. I just happened to sit near the top of the stairs where they would come into the building on the second floor, and they would see me first. And I have an ability, because I was raised in family businesses, to just do that, and just greet people warmly and get them something to drink and make them feel at home and converse with them. Now, it was hard because it stopped me from doing my work. When you're sitting up front, if you're in a very tiny law office and you are in the front and yet you have a boatload of work to do, it's hard because of the distraction. And you don't want to be rude to the clients, even if they're not your clients. So think about, what can you tolerate? What do you love? What can't you tolerate? And what would just make your everyday life a good thing, a happy thing every day, some job that you would like to go to every day. So those are the things to ask yourself. What fits you? Now, let's talk about some specific areas of law. And you'll see when I do the description of these whether this would light your fire or not. Now, in the bankruptcy field, you are dealing with specific bankruptcy software that you have to learn if you don't already. And one of the premier softwares is called Best Case. Best Case. And it's really the Cadillac of bankruptcy software. Not a lot of when you deal with software, sometimes you have to learn to do certain workarounds to bypass craziness that was built into the software. Best Case doesn't have a lot of that craziness in the software. You don't need a lot of workarounds. And I have never worked with another software, so I can't speak to that. But anyway, you learn that software, all of your administrative skills come into play with bankruptcy. People come in, they make an appointment to talk with the attorney. The attorney has to look over their documentation before they can really truly help the person. They have to look over their debt load. They have to look over everything they owe everybody. And what's in their bank accounts. You have to get a lot of information from the debtor or debtors, and then you look over all that. Well, your job in the bankruptcy field is to make sure that you call and you contact the debtor if they're not forthcoming with this information. They may have brought some things with them to the office, but you have to call and follow up and cajole them, and get them to bring the rest of it in. So there is heavy client contact with someone who's filing bankruptcy. And filing bankruptcy is sometimes a very painful thing. So you have to be mindful of what these people are going through and not add to it, and be as kind as possible, because it is difficult sometimes facing the truth of debt. All right. And I speak from experience. So I've worked in the field and I know the pain personally. So that's a field just like family law, where people are going sometimes through painful experiences. And the kinder you are, the better it will be for the client and yourself. All right. So you will work alongside the attorney. You will want to get the bankruptcy, all the information put in the software quickly. And the holdup is usually with the client and providing that documentation, okay? So heavy client contact, all right? So then it gets filed with the court. Sometimes it has to get filed ASAP because they want to save their home, and the home is going to be foreclosed on. And so they need to get the petition filed ASAP. And so there's no lagging on this. And the learning curve on the software is pretty high. So it's better that you not be the only one as a new person going into this with no bankruptcy experience, that you come in as a second level person, not the top dog, not the top assistant, so that you can learn and take some time to learn that software, because it is very comprehensive. It's complicated, all right? So let's talk about real estate. Attorneys who specialize in real estate usually specialize in other things as well. And sometimes a firm will grow and be known. The ones that did my closings for me personally in Tallahassee is known for being a firm that specializes in closings almost only. But smaller law firms don't have that luxury. So what about real estate would be interesting? Well, you're dealing with the clients, but not in such a day in, day out thing with, having to call with reminders and all of that. This is a thing where you're putting numbers in, yes, but and it's specialized software again, and you can find free training for that at a place called The Fund, THEFUND.com, and there's free training there for double time software. So if you're interested in the real estate field, I would definitely go over there and check that out. And what that particular software will do, once you put in the numbers, you put in the data, the owner's information of the real estate, the address, and so much more, it will create a whole slew of documents, one of which is the settlement statement, or what we call the HUD. And then you'll have the truth in lending paper, you'll have the note, you'll have the mortgage, and it will spit out all of these documents. But then you have to proofread to make sure that the numbers that are supposed to be in there, the percentage, the rate, interest rate for the note, you have to make sure all of this is correct. The name, the address are spelled correctly. So there's a lot. And sometimes a closing package can be an inch thick. And then what happens is, once the attorney reviews it, everything looks great. The people come in to do the closing. They sign off on lots of documents, and some of which are notarized, some are not. And They look over the numbers. You tell them what each of these numbers mean. Most of the time, my experience has been the attorney is there in that meeting with the people going through the closing. The paralegal's bringing in the documents, but the attorney is sitting there going over this with the people who are involved in the closing. So those are just two areas of law that might give you a little insight into what a bankruptcy paralegal does and what a real estate paralegal or assistant does every day. Lots of paper. Bankruptcy, high communication with the debtors. Real estate, not as much, although you're setting up an appointment, that type of thing, and you're getting that initial information from the client. All right, so that's it for today. Just wanted to give you an overview of two areas and figure out which one might be a fit for your personality. Okay, and I'll cover more areas of law down the road. So have a great day. Don't forget to visit me on Facebook at Paralegal Coffee Talk. Just put that in the search bar, Paralegal Coffee Talk, and you'll find us there. And check out the page. I love to have you there with me. And also, don't forget to visit my website, and I'll put the links below to that, to my website and the book Legal Break-In. And I cover many more of the types of law that you might be interested in that might fit your personality in that book, Legal Break-In. And also, stay tuned for my upcoming class, which will be Paralegal Inner Circle class, which is running right now in October through the middle of November. And then I'm going to take a break for the holidays. And then when the new year comes around, I'll have something new to offer in that regard for this particular class. So have a great day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Don't forget to check the links below. Lots of stuff to view there. Bye-bye.